Hello and welcome to Bad Wolf Girl Sits and Knits, episode 38. My name is Meg and I will be your host. I'm sorry for the very long absence in between podcasts. A lot has been going on, just kind of getting out of school, getting into doing all of my business at home, being completely flooded with wonderful Christmas orders. And the puppy got spayed. We had a wedding. I had friends over for a week. So it has been bananas. And I feel like the first day today is like I can get back into things and actually get on with a proper podcast. So today I have the puppy with me. And as always, I am slightly distracted when she is not in my sight. I know a lot of people don't freak out as much when their dogs aren't in the same room, but I have to keep an eye on T at all times. Part of the service dog in training mode that we get used to. So yes, if you are a new viewer, welcome. And if you are a returning viewer, welcome back. I believe that we are hitting some 2,500 subscribers right about now. It's incredible. It's wonderful. Thank you to everyone who hits the subscribe button and comes back. I will be on a much more regular podcasting schedule as the summer goes on. I'm already seeing that September, August looming in the distance, and I cannot believe that it's going to come so fast. I feel like I barely had any time to just relax. But I'll talk about that more in Babel. So yes, welcome to the Crazy. It's a lot of fun here. I'm happy that you stopped by. Today I am in Rockville. This is my little yarny loft that I adore so much. And the Pudge is somewhere behind me, of course, because that's her favorite place to be, out of frame. I am drinking coffee. Half of it is homemade and the other half was just left over from yesterday. So it's going pretty well. So yeah, moving right into the administrative bits. There was the House Pride Color Cal that had just wrapped up on the 30th. That was between me and Tierney of Coffee and Cables. Hi, Tierney. Lovely to see your face again. So yes, I have been hanging out with Tierney on her virtual knit night, which is Thursday night, starting around 8:30, ending around whenever we get too tired to talk. Last night it was midnight. Nope, I'm lying. It was like 12:30. But it was wonderful. Had a few familiar faces and one new one. Hi, Robert. He is knitting a shawl for his wife, and I thought that was just the sweetest thing in the whole damn world. So you meet lots of wonderful people. Please consider joining us. It's usually every Thursday, but life happens. So just check in on Tierney's Instagram, which is Coffee and Cables, and you'll be able to see if there is a knit night, and then the link will be right in that description box, and it's easy peasy, lemon squeezy, don't worry about it. Wow, that's been a while since that was a thing. Oh, okay, anyway, moving on. House Pride Cal has wrapped up. I'm going to be pulling the prizes with the random number generator, and I will be listing them in either a mini, just like little clip where I'll list all the winners, or I'll do it at the beginning of next week's episode, whichever one I get to do first. So keep an eye out for that, and I am actually sending out one or two more prizes that are overdue. I just got back into dyeing yarn this week because I had been up in Philly, so yeah, I just got back to do everything, so I'm so sorry. There's like two winners, or at least one winner that is waiting on me, and I'm sorry, please forgive me, I'm terrible, but I was on vacation and it was just bananas, and your yarn will be in the post today, so very excited about that. Also, holidays totally messed me up with that whole like shipping thing, so yes. In the meantime, we do have the Christmas in July knit along. This is between myself and Georgianne of Stitching Plaza. Hi, Georgianne. And Georgianne is just wonderful. She also has the 606 Maine podcast now, and she's brand new. Go check her out. Everyone needs some support and love when they get started in things that are new and scary, so always good to spread the love. So yes, we're going to be doing this Christmas in July. I have all of the details in the thread on my Ravelry page, but basically what it is that you're going to knit something either for yourself or for someone else, and it should have something to do with Christmas. So either you're going to give it as a gift, you're going to wear it during Christmas time, you're going to use it during Christmas time. Doesn't have to be Christmas yarn, but that's always a really fun thing to pull out your Christmas yarn in the middle of July because you won't see it for another 6 months. So that's always good. And then I'm hoping to get at least like 2 gifts done and 2 socks for myself, at least. Now, I did do very well on my FOs, which I cannot wait to show you because it has been a little bit since I've podcasted. I want to say Father's Day weekend. Oh, yeah. I think Father's Day was coming up. That was bad. I'm so sorry. I think it's been 2 weeks. Like, it's bad. Anyway, so yes, the Christmas in July thing is happening right now. Very exciting. Please go check out everything in my thread and in Georgianne's threads. And I'll try to link, mine's down below, and I will try to link to hers somewhere as well. I do always link who I talk about, hashtag what yarn I use, what projects, what bags I've purchased. In the, I usually post a picture on Instagram and then I tag everybody below. So that's my version of show notes. If you have any further questions, I do have a thread in the Ravelry group that is, hey, what was that again? And you can kind of ask me, what was that yarn? What dress were you wearing? What this, what that, anything like that. And I always try to check it, but if I don't get to it first and somebody else does, totally good. I do not mind. So feel free, if you know the answer and you're sure about it, if it's wrong, I'll pop ahead in later and be like, actually. But most of the time, somebody else has it and they're like, oh yeah, she ships to there. I got her yarn. And that was the question. So it's been wonderful. Thank you everyone who helps out with that. Yes. So lots of little hands and lots of helpers. I love it. The Christmas in July is going to be going for all of July and August, and there's going to be FO threads, chatter threads. Again, check out the Ravelry groups. Really good place to be if you want to be eligible to win prizes. I have to say, I have a bucket load of prizes for this cal. It's amazing, fantastic, wonderful. Cannot wait to start that prize drawing. That's going to be amazing. So I'm going to splice it up into as many prizes as possible, so I have as many winners as possible. And then I'll have a grand prize type of thing where you'll get yarn and a bag and stitch markers all in one, maybe one of the ornaments, that kind of thing. So yes, there's lots of wonderful prizes. Thank you to everyone who has donated a prize. It just warms my heart, makes my day, warm and fuzzies all over. And to anyone who included a little something for me, you're too sweet. Thank you. I say it multiple times, but I feel privileged to show off your hard work and that you trust that to me. So thank you. All right, so we're moving right along. I guess we're going to start with FOs. My oldest FO, I suppose, is going to be, actually it still smells good. This is the Love Your Stash shawl minus the lace. I did do some short rows in it. The Love Your Stash shawl is by Tammy Gore. I also knit her Akira pattern for test knit, and I adored it. So if you are interested in something that is kind of shaped like Find Your Fade, but not as big, the Akira shawl is for you. But this is a simple garter shawl. A lot of people ask me, I'm not very good at knitting, or I'm kind of new. Do you think I could do that? Yes, I do. So yes, here it is. I used a Knit Picks gradient ball. in the See You Later colorway, SEA, because you know. So yes, this is the darkest part of the ball, which then fades into this gorgeous middle, which then fades into its second to lightest color. And then, ooh, I spy a puppy. It should be like, where's Waldo? And then it started into its lightest color, and I striped in the Monet colorway from Hedgehog Fibers, which I had been hoarding for a bit, and I really wanted something special for it. So that is the Monet colorway right there, striped with the last color. And then whenever I ran out of the last color, I just did a couple rows of Monet at the end. And they blended so perfectly. I kind of wish I had started Monet earlier to blend it into this color a bit more. But I'm very pleased with it. It kind of looks like seashells kind of washing up onto the shore, which is my T colorway. That one right there. And then it's going to go into the Elizabeth Bennet colorway. I do not believe I showed this on my last one. I have it written down as a whip. So I finished this the day before Father's Day, and I wore it to brunch, and it was nice and warm because we went to a restaurant that had the air on, and that's kind of how I wear it. Ta-da! And that's, yeah, really it. I love it. I love it. I knew I would love it. I did not wear it to the wedding that I said I was going to because it was like 95 degrees and we were all outside for a bit. And it was not cold enough inside to warrant shawls. But yes, I really love how it turned out. I love how Elizabeth Bennet, T, and the Monet play together. I think that's really fun. I kind of wish I had striped or, like, you know, done a little bit more of a gradient type of thing in there. What are you gonna do? I also played like a little bit of yarn chicken with the ball that I had taken off of my Elizabeth Bennet. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but I think I am going to be frogging those Morning Fog socks. Just because I'm going to alter the pattern slightly. I'm going to take out one of the pearls in between each because it just breaks it up too harshly in my head, and I can't wrap it around. But yes, I adore it. I absolutely love it. I did try to do some short rows to make it look, let's see if I can pull it up. Is this the front side? Yeah. So I did try to do some short rows to make it look like this sand and the sea were kind of meeting, and then there's some striping in here. And I kind of wish I had done, you can see the stripe here. I just kind of wish I had blended that a little better in retrospect, but yes, I love it. I do. I still want a T and Elizabeth Bennet shawl for myself. I made one for my grandma, and you can actually find it on the Love Your Stash shawl page. Tammy asked if she could kind of use it, and I was like, yes, of course you can. So I'm one of her biggest cheerleaders, I'd say. I'm always mentioning her things, so yes, please go check her out. She's wonderful. And there it is. The burrito. I love burritos. I love shawl burritos. They make me so happy. Oh, burritos of shawls. So yes, that's the first FO, but it is not the last FO. T, how are you? Are you good? All right, I'll take it. So the first one finished is going to be Felici's Ever After colorway. This is 2 updates ago now. I used the Poseidon colorway from Knit Picks Hawthorne for the toe and the heel. And this one actually has a little bit of a story, which I was talking, you know, if you come to these knit nights, you get the first scoop on everything. So I was talking to Connie and Tyranny, Rob hadn't showed up yet, about cutting the top off of my sock and redoing the whole thing because it was just so horrendous. So anyway, this is the colorway up close. Isn't it lovely? I do have a little bit extra, and I think these are going to be Trina's Christmas socks. I'm gonna use maybe like maybe not this teal, but like a blue, like a mint maybe, and I'm gonna do her Christmas socks in this because when she saw it, she just like lit up, and I was like, okay. In my head, I was like, that's it then. Like I had something else in mind, and she was like, those are art therapy colors. She's an art therapist. So I was like, yep, nope, know exactly what I'm gonna do. So yes, this was my first Afterthought heel. Look at me go. And I kept hashtagging it something that scares you because I was terrified of doing Afterthought things. The idea of having to do something after I had bound off the cuff and it not being done just really didn't appeal to me. And now I like it. I like it a lot. Kay's like, do you love it? And at the time I was like, it's all right. Kay, I love it. I do. I don't know how. I don't know when that happened, but I love it. And I think the selling point for me is the do it later. I never thought that would be, it was what I didn't want to do it for. And that's my favorite part. So yes, this is the Ever After colorway in the Felici. I used one entire ball. I have 2 socks, but I have run out of blockers. I only have 2 medium blockers. So 4 sets equals everybody gets their own blocker and nobody's second sock gets on. So you're only gonna see 1 today. Anyway, story about the cuff. I had knit the cuff in the matching color, so it looked like that. It's the Poseidon. Ta-da! And let's see if I can even like put it on. Okay, so this is how it looked. It was a 1x1, and I did a Jenny's Surprisingly Stretchy bind off with the purl side out. That I purled everything instead of knit everything. This is my second one. It is, aside from the fact that I don't count and don't care if I have multiple ribs in the middle, so it's a 2x2 by 4, because I ended on 2 knits and didn't care to change it. So anyway, this is the cuff now. It is a 2x2. It's knit on a 1.5, and it, let me get this right, it is the sewn bind off. Elizabeth Zimmerman's sewn bind off. Try it. Okay. So there's the difference. The top one is the matching Poseidon color. The lower one is my hand-dyed yarn in the Sea Dragon colorway. So I couldn't find the ball. After I had knit the cuffs, I've lost the bag that it was in. I have no idea what bag I knit. I was holding those socks in. I cannot find them right now. It's ridiculous. I've lost them. I've lost them. And I finished them at home too. Like, it's here in the apartment. I didn't even take it with me. So anyway, I chopped the top cuff off because it looked so messy. Like it was wobbling, it was wonky, the top looked horrible, it was too big that was the biggest thing, it was too big. Somehow I ended up with 30 stitches on either side, and those of you who have been listening to and know me know that I knit like a 52 to 54 stitch sock for myself. I would never do 30 again. I used to do 30, they're all too big. So I decreased the first round like 3 times to get back down to a better stitch count. I don't know what I was thinking. I don't know what happened there. So I had 2 of these cuffs. I went through and I chopped off and unpicked all of I picked up the stitches first. I put them on the needle. Then I cut it. Then I unpicked it until it was all back on the needles, and just knit 2 cuffs last night while watching 3 episodes of Game of Thrones. So, yeah, we're finishing season 3. No spoilers, guys. I'm enjoying it thoroughly. I love how this matches with it. This also matches with it in like a different, more muted way. And I kind of like that too. I don't mind that they're 2 different ones. It's not gonna bug me that much. But yes, so this was my first impression of Afterthought heels, and I thought that they were pretty fun. So moving on, I then cast on the Jokes on You, and these are my socks, and I chose to do this electric pickle juice in the heel and the cuff. This is also a 2x2 sewn bind off cuff. This is the pattern. It's called Jokes on You. It is by the Yarn Jar. She is on Etsy, and Striping Goddess, look at that. So good. So yes, these are mine. I knit these on a US 2. Did I mention that? Yeah, US 2 and a 2x2 rip. Puppy. She's doing the rounds. She thinks she might have dropped some goldfish out there. So yes, I absolutely adore these. I worked on them for most of the wedding, and I was able to get quite a bit done. And the best part was, when I hit the heel, I was able to just pop in a marker and not like stop knitting. And that was the selling bit for me. That was it. I was like, yes, this is my jam. Is this your jam? She laid down. She's such a good girl. You're such a good girl. I'll make her give me her bone in a second. So yes, I knit these up very quickly. I want to say in like 3 or 4 days, but 2 days for most of it. It only took me a bit to do the cuff because I didn't feel like doing a cuff at the moment. And I don't think I had packed the tops of either of my socks. So I brought 2 pairs to the wedding, these 2. So these I love. I will do these again. As you will say, I adore it. Yarn Jar. From there, my Felici order came in, so I'll show you that in a minute. And I'm gonna refill the puppy's bone. Okay, so the puppy is now satisfied. I shall continue talking. This is the Captain Nemo colorway of Felici. This is the one that just was released, what, like 2 weeks ago now? There it is, Captain Nemo. I used the Foxglove Glimmer yarn from Knit Picks. So there's the yarn there. I'm trying to see if you can see the sparkles. Adore this. Once again, I did I was about to say Fish Lips Kiss. No, I did an Afterthought heel, and I did a 1x1 sewn bind off at the top. Looks like this. And actually, I took these to a lunch date with my Legacy, as I'm calling her. So, hi Alyssa. And Alyssa had knit from the end of this periwinkle stripe all the way through the purple stripe and all of this blue right there. So this is all her. Look how good. It was funny. I actually, I was fixing her toes because they just got a little wonky, and I was remiss to teach her left and right increases. I just taught her how to increase, and so she used the same increase for both sides. So it wasn't like opening the way that I would do it now. So I was like, oh my gosh, that's my bad. Like, I should have covered that. Can you see the pudge? There she is. So that was my bad. Sorry, Liz. But yes, so she actually knit these 2 while I was fixing the toe on her wine tonal socks. So yeah, these now have a little bit of memories right in here. It just makes me so happy. So happy. I'm gonna enjoy wearing them so much. Just had a little salad bar chat and knit. It was wonderful. I love it. And then from there, I had just cast these on. So Alyssa had seen like the toe and a little bit of the gray. Liz, I finished them. Look at them. Ah. All right, so this is the Sorcerer's Uniform. I fell in love with this color once I saw Gabby of Once Upon a Corgi and Once Upon a Corgi Yarns on Etsy show them off. She was gonna wear them to Harry Potter Studios or something, Universal Studios, something, Harry Potter. She was wearing it, and I saw that and I was like, oh my god, I need it. So Gabby, all your fault. Wonderfully all your fault. I adored working on these, and oh my gosh, Gabby, isn't the yarn so soft? Like, I was just marveling at how soft it was. Like, oh, it was really, really soft. So anyway, I love doing the stripes because like you just want to get to the next stripe, Like, it's my favorite bit. So this is the Sorcerer's Uniform by Biscot Yarns. I will also tag them in the Instagram box. I tried to do 4 stripes above and 4 stripes after. I just lost steam at the end and was like, yeah, long enough. So the minute I hit the bottom of the next red stripe, I just started my cuff. And they are quite large enough for me. Again, an afterthought heel. This is in the Knit Picks Firecracker Heather color. And this was a 2x2, Hands of Blue. Sorry, anyone? Anyway, yeah. So sewn bind off, once again, kind of my fave. And like, just look at that, like, oh, so pretty. So this is my last finished object. I know. I'm having so much fun. So yes, these are my new socks. These are all going in the box of socks. I believe that will make over 20 pairs for the year so far, which I'm quite proud about. These are all selfish socks. They're all mine. Selfish me. You know what? Don't care. I deserve it. I work hard. So yes, 4 more pairs of the box of socks. Clearly you can see I have a stripe addiction. I very rarely work on things that are not striped. I really enjoy some stripes. I don't know if you can see my queue. I have a physical queue here where I just put what I think I'm gonna work on next, and I find like the heels, toes, and cuffs that I want it to be with, and I just line them up like that. 'Cause I'm a dork. What you gonna do? All right, and that is going to bring us right into whips. So whips, whip central over here. Like, it's definitely a watch me whip type of time. So there's a few that you've already seen, but I'm just gonna go from whatever's on top of the basket down. Yeah, we're still there. Okay. So as I said, you would see me working on this Joker colorway again. I'm in love with it. It's covered in puppy fur because the dog literally laid on it this morning, and once it touches her skin, it's all bets are off. So once again, this is the Yarn Jar Jokes on You color. I have used up every scrap in between my socks and then Patrick's socks. I'm gonna do an afterthought heel, so I have my little nub in there of where his heel should be. Here are the toes. You can see it on the green. I did a knit one, slip one on the front so that they kind of have like little teeth. I thought that was just kind of an interesting, I thought about doing it every time I had a color change, and then I thought, better not. Pitch Perfect, anyone? Yeah. So I just thought that would be like a fun touch, and so I just did it when I did the thingy. When I did the thing, you know. So yes, I have hit the cuffs this morning. So this marked halfway in the sock. So on the other side is the little, just so I could see where the heel was. So this will be the folding in half point. And then I got all the way up, did, like here. This was this morning. And then this morning I knit from here up, and I just started the red so that it would be attached, and I could easily pull it out and work on it. I'm gonna take Pat's foot out of here now. Oh, so it's going well. I'm working on US 2 Chiaogu red lace cable needles, my favorite. And this is living in something that has absolutely nothing to do with it. It's my Gryffindor bag. It was just what I happened to have the Sorcerer's socks in, so I just popped these. The Sorcerers were finished, I popped these in, I popped these on, so it's just been living in my bag. This is by Stitching Plaza, and Georgianne just makes fantastic things, so clearly had to love on that. So yeah, moving on down the line. This is in a bag that you haven't seen for a while. This is by Sugar Tots, which is Frosted Betties on Etsy. Hi, Christy, and she's fantastic. So I bought this last year and absolutely fell in love with these little guys, these little nutcrackers. I kind of wish I had splurged even a little bit more and bought the larger size, but you know, I just, with shipping from Canada, it happens that it's a little bit much sometimes, so I just got the smaller one. I could swing that, and it's just got this little brown lining on the inside. It's beautiful, it's perfect, and it's actually very soft, like very pillow soft. I do adore it. Inside is a skein that you've seen before. I did make Christmas socks last year. They did not fit. Oh, I've also got my little Sucre Sucre miniatures charm on there. Thanks, Molly. I love it. I love it so much. So yes, and I've just got one of my own snowflake charms on that right now. And I actually thought it would be fun to mark the heels with something a little bit more interesting. So I've got my mittens and the little stocking with presents. And so I got the snowflake marks the front, the two little ones mark the back, so that's going to be where the heels are. Very, very, very pleased with them. So there they are. That's the Christmas socks. These are for me. My last ones were for me, but they don't fit, so they're going to be in the gift pile instead. I did not worry about them matching. They were going to go from the inside and outside of the ball, so they weren't going to match to begin with. So I just tried to, I don't know, just knit. I just knit. I just knit. I did not worry about anything. So yeah, afterthought heels, that's the best part. I can just keep going. Like zoom, 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 zoom. Oh, I love it. So yes, these will probably be going on travel with me so that I can get some done. And they've just been living in this little Christmas bag. And I got kind of like fold it up. Ta-da! So I'm having a blast with those. Living in another bag by Stitching Plaza. This is Georgianne's bag from last year. It was a Christmas bag. Got little holly berries on the inside. I adore it. It's a great size. It's a great size, especially for 2 at a time socks, or if you're doing any kind of color work sock. It's got a lot of room. I really appreciate that. Living in here is my little Christmas tree colorway, which I dyed up in inspiration of Pat and my little Christmas tree that we had in our first 2 Christmases at the apartment. There's the kind of strands of Christmas lights. It's on a glimmer base, so sparkles a bit. I don't know if you can see the sparkle right now, but yeah. Just a basic red toe. I bought it at a knit local yarn store around the corner from me. I have no idea what it is. It was just whatever red yarn they happen to have. It's a very basic red yarn. But yeah, so there's the Christmas tree. It is also at the heel. To mark these heels, I thought it would be fun if I used some cute little Christmas lights. Ta-da! So I put Christmas lights on my Christmas tree. I adore it. Yep. So these are coming along. Now I got that much done the last time I worked on them. Now that I've shown you, I'm going to move them up again. I'm using one of my own charms here. Little reindeer. Thought he would be cute. Getting any scraps, baby doll? Getting any scraps? Yeah? Aww. Head so heavy. Head so heavy. I love her. Okay, so yeah, there you go. Ooh. Oh. Yes. Good girl. This is living in my giant sweater size bag of Ursula, which I learned the other day is a squid, not an octopus. I don't know, I've always thought of her as an octopus in my head. But squids have 6 tentacles, and 8 tentacles were too hard to animate, so they made her a squid instead. If you didn't know that, the more you know, right? Kristen, I love it. So yes, this is my mint So Faded right here. It starts out with Aguamenti by Yoshi and Lucy Knits. It goes into Part of Your World. Another reason why I like the Ursula bag for it. Then it blends Aguamenti and Part of Your World. That's a blend. Then it goes back into Part of Your World, and it's going to go into a deeper Part of Your World in here. And then, so that's all that right there. I cannot even handle my face, how excited I am. I bought this. This is Long Dog Yarns in the Casata colorway. And it looks like this. Now I know it looks really purple right here, but it has a lot of that same mint color. So you can kind of see that mint right there. And that mint matches perfectly. So the end of the sweater has changed, not 1, not 2, but 3 times. And after all of you voted so beautifully in between Sea Dragon and T, I go and find this. I'm so sorry. I have puppy hair in my mouth. I'm the worst. But it's gonna end, there it is. It's gonna end like that now. And I just could not be more excited. I think it's gonna be stunning. I think it's gonna be absolutely stunning. So now it's a dilemma between, do I take this up with me this weekend? I think I should take socks because we're going to a barbecue and socks are smaller and can fit on your lap. This is a bit heavier, so I might take 1 pair of socks and the sweater. I am now above my belly button but below my rib cage. Just above my belly button. So not too much longer now, just the last 2 colors. So my darker Part of Your World, and then I'm gonna do the Long Dog Yarn. Oh, so good. Can't even. Oh, I kind of wish that this speckled more. I wish I had just happened to catch more speckles in this middle section, but like for some reason I got a part of the skein that just didn't have speckles on it. Or like, I guess they all ended up on the back. You see there's a couple speckles here and there. Like they all ended up on the back and I just had this giant empty spot in the front. So, I don't know. I've debated hand painting like just a few dots in there. Not gonna rule it out yet. I still may do that. But we shall see. So yes, my So Faded, my so wonderful So Faded, it's going so much better than the first time. So much better. Also, I put on this really cute Progress Keeper, which I will bring up that person in a bit. There it is. And I got a new Progress Keeper here. I could not resist. Look at that little guy. Beady. It's a loaded ice cream cone and it's huge. Like, look how, like you can see, look how big that is. Like that's not one of those tiny ones. Like he's tiny, thank God he's light, but like he's massive and I adore him so much. Like, oh, and what else would you put on a mint, sweater than a mint chocolate chip loaded ice cream? Of course. So yes, working with 3 more colors. Good girl, sit. Good girl. Good girl. All right, so I did get her card, and the little ice cream is by Simply Serving. I follow her on Instagram, and I I constantly adore her work. So yeah, sorry, petting a puppy at the same time. So I could not handle, I had to. There were a few other things that I wanted, but they were already sold out. So, hey. No. Good girl. Good girl. All right, and that about, oh no. Oh no. That's not all. So, I think I just pulled a pink hair off of here. That must be Trina. Living in my Stitching Plaza bag by Georgianne. Yes, this is a bag that she made for me after I talked about like having a vision of it. Like the sunflowers for Van Gogh and then Van Gogh's exploding TARDIS on the inside. She's a wonder, guys. A wonder, a wonder. So this is a new acquisition I got when we went to that yarn store the other day. It was Second Story Knits in Bethesda, and I went with Mary and Trina, dragged them to Bethesda. It's only like 20 minutes away, really wasn't bad. This is the Loden color. It's Breathless by Shalimere Yarns, which is the same type of yarn that my not gray, it's like brown mauve cardigan is in. So there's Loden, which I fell in love with the first time, and I was like, no, I can't buy that. I can't. I was not passing it up a second time. No. Was not walking away a second time. I have learned my lesson about leaving things. If you want something, you have to just get it. Like, you have to just get it because it won't be there the next time. So you can't really see what's going on because I put these on super squidgy needles. I mean, working on a US 6, I was working on a US 5, and I'm gonna see if I can do the 6. I've also debated putting like a mock cable down a cable down the front, so that it would kind of look like a chuck sweater. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. I think I might just leave it vanilla. I don't know. I think I will get bored with just one color, so a cable would keep it interesting. But if I just wanted to knit on it, and not think about it, I would want a vanilla one. So what do you do? Anyway, this is how it's knitting up. Just stunning. Sorry, it's like very hard to unroll it right now. So this is the collar, this is what I'm working on, and this is the yarn. I am trying to not stripe, but to alternate skeins. So I bought 2 skeins. They look the same, but I have a feeling I'm gonna knit with them and then I'm gonna be like, oh, I should have done this. So now I'm doing it, but I feel like I'm already getting some striping because parts of them were so different. I don't know. Doesn't look too bad, right? The very first 2 rows I did with the 6, and it doesn't look that bad. It's getting a really nice halo because of the cashmere. It's like merino cashmere clouds, like so soft, so soft. And I have my Progress Keeper by Sugar Tots on Etsy, which is my Hedwig. Oops, I love Hedwig so much. She kind of goes on whatever favorite project I have at the moment, and I was on pause because I needed the yarn from Tristan to keep going on my So Faded. So yeah, I started another sweater like an idiot, but I had just bought this and it was just so beautiful. And how do you resist something that gorgeous? I just feel like we're gonna be, oh my god, we're gonna be best friends. And I'm making this in a vintage style. The vintage style is going to stop at my waist, so I can wear it over my dresses or with a skirt like Katie does all the time. And I feel like I would get a lot of use out of that because that's how I wear things now. So yes, oh, my gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous sweater. And it's just going to be like a basic raglan pullover. If I can get the sleeves to here, great. If I can get them past my elbow, awesome. If I can get them to here, perfect. I want like a longish not too long, kind of like my so faded. So like 3/4 length sleeves, cropped. So it's only going to go to like here. So yeah, like I have visions for this. I have visions. I can't even look at it. Oh, just look at it. I'm having a love affair with this yarn. And I just think that green is just my green. It is just my green. I need it. I need it so bad. I love it. Anyway, so yes. T's like down here, just chilling with me. I put it on 6s. I'm gonna continue the increases. I think I'm not gonna do the cables, only because I'm afraid I'm gonna run out of yarn and I can't get any more. Like this is it for it. So yeah, I just want to make, hold on, it looks weird and twisted and I just want to make sure I didn't twist it. That isn't twisted, right? No, it's not. Okay, just had a mini heart attack. My heart is fine. Okay, my heart is fine. I thought I twisted it and I was like, oh no. Yeah, I just joined, so it's like itty bitty living space right now. So I'm very excited. If I have to go back down to the 5, I will, but I'm gonna try it on the 6. Right now the 5 is in my so faded sweater. So I have 2 full balls. I am praying that will be enough. Oh, so pretty though. So this one's probably gonna go on a slight back burner. T, are you shopping? No? Okay, good. Slight back burner. Now let's see, what can I, this is all, so this was the Sorcerers and the Captain Nemo, which, can we just say how good that would have looked with a pickle juice color too? Like, so good. And this bag still smells so good because I have my pumpkin spice in here. So, yes. All right, I'm gonna just put that. I don't know where I'm gonna put this. I've got way too much going on. I need to finish some things. But socks are just so portable. Like, why wouldn't you have 18 on the needles at one time? Clearly. All right. Let's move on. I'm gonna kind of move things around a little bit. At this point, I would normally probably go into Mr. Postman, but I am going to skip that and I'm going to go right into, sorry, my hair is driving me bananas. Sorry. I'm going to skip that and I'm going to go right into Batwell Girl Studios and then I'm going to do Mr. Postman. So, it's all still going to be there. I've been kind of busy. So, I don't remember if I showed this to you, but I am going to be calling this Poor Unfortunate Souls. And it was based off of the Ursula bag. Like, it just sticks in my head, that bag. So I'm gonna knit this up with some lime heels and cuffs and possibly toes because this is a 50-gram mini. I split one of my balls in half and tested half with this and tested half with something else, which I didn't like and didn't work out. But this is life right now. So I think I'm gonna do these two together because why not? I just think like Ursula deserves that like evil green going on. So yes, Poor Unfortunate Souls. I will take pictures and then it will be available. Comment down below if you are interested. That'll help push me to do it faster. So then I was feeling a little drained. I was feeling a little wiped. I didn't really have any new ideas. I felt that the ideas that I had, people are doing already and all this. So we were watching Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas the other day, and I've had this color mesh in my head for a while of something that I wanted to do, and I just kept putting it off because it wasn't Halloween yet. Then I was like, you know what? You're inspired. Do it now. So this is Halloween. I love it. I love it. So that gives a really good picture of everything going on in this skein. I cannot wait to knit these up. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And they're just probably going to be like plain vanilla because the speckles will do the work for me. And I'm feeling a purple or black for the Heels, Toes, and Cuffs. Maybe a nice African violet type of color. Yeah. So this is Halloween is going to be coming soon to my Etsy shop. Next up, I have been watching Game of Thrones for the first time recently. Hi, Tate. Oh, good girl. Good girl. I've been watching Game of Thrones recently, and a lot of it can be very like bland colors, but there is quite a bit of color in certain parts of the realms. So this is like a Taster skein. I'm not sure. Good girl. Not sure if it's gonna stay, but I believe this is going to be the Lannisters. Long title: A Lannister always pays his debts. His debts. There you go. Jesus, can't talk today. So yes, this is going to be possible added. Depends on the comments down below or comments on Instagram if anyone is interested in A Lannister always pays his debts. There it is. So I don't know, I was feeling the gold capes, the gold, everything that they do there, like that part was speaking to me. Then I kind of got into they did the bonfires and like Lord of Light and everything, and I just felt like this was like a very like embers, like kind of like a glowing ember type of thing. So it's going to be called Embers, as in like the little pieces of fire. Oh, look at that. Also cannot wait to knit this one up. I feel like it would make a really pretty, I'm like in love with things that look like Hedwig for shawls for some reason. So I feel like this would make a really pretty shawl. Like, just think it would. Yep, all right, I'll stop playing with it. So this is Embers, and it will also be coming to the Etsy shop. Probably this month, maybe next. Again, interest in the skeins will allow me to kind of assess how quickly I should put them out or if I should wait until like a little closer to fall, because I feel like in my head I'm there. I'm in fall. I'm there. So watching Game of Thrones, I'm in love with the dragons. I'm not very far in, but I have seen the dragons, and my friend Mary pulled up this one shot of the little black dragon with his wings out, and it just spoke to me. So this is that little black dragon, and I think I'm gonna call it the word that she uses for fire, which I believe is like a Dracarys. I will look up the spelling before I post it, but that's this little guy, which I am actually also very excited about. This is on my twist base, so it's the polyamide and nylon Highland wool. No, yeah, polyamide, which is nylon, and the Highland wool. So it's gonna be like a really tough sock, but I wanted that. Plus, when I'm doing test things, I tend to pick stuff that you guys don't buy all the time, so that I'm not using up your yarn. So yes, Dracarys. I feel like would make a really cool pair of socks. Would probably make a great cowl. Would probably make a great scarf. All these things. So I'm very, very excited, and I feel like there's just a color family going on. Probably make a really good So Faded somewhere in there. If I wanted to, I could make that work. So yeah, these are all the brand new babies. I'm feeling very inspired now. Thank you, Mary. And thank you, Game of Thrones. So Dracarys, Lannisters, Embers, and This Is Halloween, which I feel like some people, if you love that movie, you will watch it anytime you're around, and that's how I feel about it too. So, yeah. I think I might cake this on pretty soon. I can't handle. But Embers, oh my gosh. So I'm super pleased with this week's work. I worked very hard, and I feel like it paid off. And that makes me happy. So that about wraps up the shop update. I also have 2 other things that I did not dye, but I will be posting pictures of if anyone is interested in. They are repeatable colors, so just let me know if you would like to see them in the shop. One is for Sansa, and it had kind of a burnt orange, gray, and teal. And the next one is for Alice from the second movie, which actually plays really well with my Hatter color. And it has the purples, the bright colors, all of that, and I really, really enjoy them. So if there's something that you would like to see in the shop, let me know, and I can work on that. So yes, next up is going to be Mr. Postman, and I'm just going to get right into it because I haven't podcasted in 2 weeks, and it's bananas. So, I'm going to start with gorgeous gifts. Gorgeous gifts. So, here I have, from Tommy's, her salmon square color. Oh, so pretty. And I'm going to keep it in the bag, so T doesn't get a free sniff at it. So Tommy said about sending some yarn for prizes, and she also sent me 2 things, so I have to show you her gorgeous work. And she's the dyer behind Daisy Dyed It on Etsy. Thank you for sharing, Tommy. So yes, these gorgeous things. Oh my gosh. Wouldn't this make a beautiful, like, fade, or I don't know, that Spice Market or something else that had the stripes in it, and I can't think of what the name of it is now, but so beautiful. So the yarn that she sent me, I'm gonna put these 2 aside because they're prizes. So this is, she said, I said, oh, I like this or that. She sent both. I can't even. And they have little cute progress keepers on it too. So this one is going to be mint, because clearly you can see I'm on a mint kick right now. Oh, so pretty. And I think they're gonna kind of stripe, which I really like. Oh, so pretty. And then this one was dolphin tail, like, oh, and it's the mint again, that like teal and mint and salmon. I'm just into these colors right now. Like I'm really into these colors. Thank you, Tommy. They're gorgeous, and everybody should definitely check her out. If you want to email her, daisydyedit@gmail.com, and her Etsy shop, etsy.com, and Daisy Dyed It. Hand spun yarns, items available upon request, and hand painted yarns. So yeah, I love it. Thank you so much. And thank you for donating to the podcast, because everybody out there gets wonderful things thanks to you viewers. Next up, and it was just as I was panicking, I messaged Sam and I was like, should my yarn have gotten here yet? She's like, I definitely sent it. It should be on its way, and I've included some prizes. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So then I was like, okay, like now we really need it to get here. And it showed up the next day. So she says, hey Megan, I've added some prizes for the podcast. Feel free to keep one if you'd like. Oh, I do like. I adore Scrumptious Pearl. Sorry, let me do that card, because how cute is that puppy? Oh, I love it. So scrumptiouspearl.com, handmade in Canada. And the one that I started with the other one. So I put this one in my cart first. This was Incantation. And after I saw Sam working on it, it was hands down, no question about it, I needed it. Look how gorgeous. The striping colors. Oh, so beautiful. Love her labels too. Like, really cute, like good firm paper. I've gone with cards recently and like redid my whole card stock. But yes. And then I just couldn't resist. This one is Raspberry Treat. Isn't that beautiful? So I cannot wait to cast these on. Like, losing my mind, cannot wait. I think I'm just gonna have like a Scrumptious Pearl along because I have so many socks to work on from her. So that might be like a casual Cal. Like, if you've got any of her yarn, pull it on out. So she sent over a prize, and the prize is going to be on her Stripe Me Up base. It's called Remembrance. Look how beautiful. Oh. Is that not just absolutely incredible? And of course it's in this adorable ball form, which I love. So I'm going to pop this aside because it will be a prize. And I think I'm gonna do it as like one of my, like, I think 2,500 giveaway type of thing. Like, I think that's what I'm gonna make it. And the fabulousness right here. This is Bird's Nest. I don't know, Sam must have my number because I fell in love with this. The second I saw it, there was like no doubt in my mind, I am in love with this. In love with this. Oh my gosh, like, aren't they just my colors? Like, don't they just scream me? I think they scream me. Oh my gosh, I'm just, thank you, Sam. I am so excited. I have spent so much in Sam's shop because I adore her yarn. Like, I'm in love with it. It's so gorgeous and beautiful. Isn't it beautiful, Tay? Yeah, she just sniffed. Good girl. She's being very good just sitting here. I think she's getting a little bored. Yeah, we're gonna do some tricks for the podcast. Yeah. Good girl. Just drooling a little bit because I've got the goldfish. And she's like, I want your goldfish. Nah. Okay, so this is, again, long segment. To make it a little faster and a little shorter, you've seen the Captain Nemo color, which is this one from Felici. Yeah, so that's the Captain Nemo. You saw the socks. Did I get all the, yes. So I got Spring Blooms. Sorry, hold it this way. Spring Blooms, because who doesn't need good Easter socks? I've got 2 pairs for spring next year. Very excited. I got the Cheshire Cat because shush, have to. Couldn't resist that. I got Steamer Trunk because it just looked like a really nice neutral and I wanted to play with it. So pretty. And I had to get Mint Chip. And I thought for sure Mint Chip was going to be what I was going to take with me to the wedding. And when I opened up the bag, Captain Nemo stole my heart. Right there. Look at that. So good. So good. Oh, so good. All right, so those are my new Felici colors. I picked up 2 balls of each, even though I don't need 2 balls to make socks. I do happen to like when they stripe nowadays, so I wind up both balls, I knit 2 socks, and then I take those 2 balls and I knit 2 socks again. And that's been working out really, really well for me. So, not to like rush through, but they're gorgeous. I love them. You'll see them again when I knit them. I figure I shouldn't like fuss too much over them. I got Pat a gift. So I got some self-striping yarn from Turtle Pearl Yarns. And I got striped turtle toes. And these have been dyed to be self-striping. So she actually has already split them for me. How cool is that? Like, oops. So this is my dream bedroom, and this one is Serenity, which I got for Patrick, and he wasn't able to guess what it was from. I thought he would because, like, Jane's hat, like it just, he's like, it should be Jane Cobb, or it should be this. Like, it's not Serenity. Serenity's the ship. Whatever, Pat. So silly. But this dream bedroom just had my name all over it, and I thought the Firefly socks would be nice for him. Plus, they're a good neutral he could wear to work. He really thought these were his, and I was like, no, they're mine. But I do get a kick out of it. He's like, what do you mean? He would wear these, like, in a heartbeat. He would not even think twice. He would wear these. But I bought him these instead. They also remind me of my Ron Weasley socks, so I really don't want to make another pair of, like, Ron Weasley for myself. I want to make something for him, so he's going to be getting socks, and I'm going to be getting socks. And maybe that'll be part of my, like, Christmas present knitting. But yeah, I'm just really excited. Dream Room and Serenity. Turtle Pearl yarn. So wonderful. I got it on Etsy. So yes, if you are super in love with either of those, you can go get them there. Gabby, hi Gabby, of Once Upon a Corgi, posted a link about having a 25% off moving sale, and I swooped down on that so fast because I've definitely been looking at things on Gabby's shop and being like, okay, next time, or like they'd have something or she'd have something, but it wasn't quite the base I wanted or whatever. So I went on and I read through the bases and I picked 3 things, and so here they are. I have Warm and Cozy, which is this one. I have Mermaids Don't Run Track. And, whoops, I have Libraries Volume 1. So, these two remind me of the featherweight that Chelsea made, and I think I want it to be the Girls in the Grocery Store shawl. The Grocery Girl shawl. Right? Grocery Girl? I think that's it. I think that would be really pretty. I would start with the mint, stripe in the brown, and end in the brown with the lace knitting. Is it? So I think that they would be really, really good together. And I have like 860 yards or something, so it should be enough. So pretty. I just feel like that would be a really pretty shawl, you know? And then this one, I want to do a pavement cardigan, and I'm going to mix in the Breathless Cashmere. This isn't cashmere, it's the Merino Nylon Stellina, but they'll be fine together. Of Weathered, which was what my featherweight was in. So I was thinking of kind of striping them, and they would end up similar to Katie's. Yeah, similar to Katie's. Not as much difference, really. I think it's going to blend really beautifully. It's going to be kind of annoying striping them like every other row or every other row, but I think it'll be worth it in the end to have that transition, that smooth transition. This one's sparkly, that one's not. Like, I really just think it's going to be gorgeous together. So thank you, Gabby. You do beautiful work. I love it. 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 And when I got back from, vacation at home, they were all here waiting for me. So I was like so excited. So I did get to go to Second Story Knits the other day, and I picked up the Loden, the 2 skeins of Loden, and I picked up a hefty gift for myself. It was a little expensive. So this is Nothing Says Screw You Like a Rainbow. And it's just, it's an obnoxious rainbow color. Like, really, really beautiful. Look at that. So it's going to self-stripe in rainbow and then blue sky. So I'm going to call it Mr. Blue Sky after the Guardians of the Galaxy song that was in volume 2. Hey there, Mr. Blue. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. So I'm gonna get some really awesome rainbow socks out of that. And I got a second long dog yarn. And this is called Fairy Wings. And I just have puppy fur and hair, everything. But it was just too gorgeous to not take home with me. It was too beautiful. I'm trying to like, look at that. Yep. Too beautiful to not come home with me. So this is going to be socks, I think. Yeah. That's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Kind of goes with like my Ursula color a little bit. It's got like all the same colors as Nemo. You could see where my taste palette is. Just saying. So yes, I did get that. Also, the bags finally did come in, thank God. I was so worried that the post office was gonna mess up again. My bag is here! So this was part of the Christmas cowl, and inside I'm actually hoarding the yarn that came with it, so that's my doctor's color. Guys, I'm loving seeing them knit up. Please hashtag anything that you're knitting for the cowl. You can do it Christmas in July, but to be more specific, I'm gonna put BWG, Bad Wolf Girl. So BWG, Christmas in July cowl. And that'll help me zero in on just your stuff. But I have been using Christmas in July Mal for make along and Cal for knit along, and then BWG knit along type of thing. But no, it's not just knitting, it's crocheting too. It's really crafting and creating and maybe weaving or spinning. I don't know, whatever you want to do. Just like, is it for you? Is it a gift? Like, get something done that you don't have to worry about later, either for yourself or for somebody else. That's it. So this is the gorgeous bag, finally here. Oh my gosh. So excited. Dancing adipose. I love it. I love it so much. So I am finally going to get to knit my mom's socks. She's gonna get my Christmas yarn for Christmas. And Georgianne Santa prize. Thank you, Georgianne. I love it. This I'm gonna use for the House Pride color cowl. Kind of like a cotton time variants here. I just thought it was gorgeous, and it'll be absolutely perfect. He is passed out next to me, like flat out. So thank you, Georgianne. I love it, I love it, I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Last but not least is going to be, I got a package from Gretel Creates, and I ordered these on Etsy. So I got myself 2 pairs of choppy scissors to go in my bags. I also got myself a pin. I'm not big on pins yet, but I can see why. Look at it. It's a little unicorn. He's so pretty. No, I guess she's not a unicorn. She's a Pegasus. No horn. She's a Pegasus. She's a Pegasus. Oh my gosh. Can you even? Can you even? Oh, so cute. So that's my Pegasus. I also got a set of Harry Potter stitch markers that she makes. So the one was the After All This Time, Always. From there I've got 9 3/4, All the Spells, and Always. This one I love, Mischief Managed. I think that needs to go in my bag. And a little Hallows. I love this 9 3/4 though. I was gonna buy some individual ones, and then I saw the set and I was like, screw it, I'm getting the set. And originally I typed in like Suicide Squad, so 2 of them were already on Patrick's. And I forget who had them. Somebody had stitch markers. maybe it was Katie. I want to get the little Harley one out there. So trying to hold them all together and apart. You can kind of see them. Little Harley Quinn with her pigtails back here. Deadshot. Oh, there's a Harley. There was the Joker cards. Yeah, what else? It's got like her little diamonds. This, I'm not sure what that is. I guess it's the Suicide Squad because it's on the queue. Kind of like a bat throwing thing, some handcuffs, stick? Is that a stick? Or a bat? Oh, it says good night. It must be a bat to like conk people out, right? I don't know much about Suicide Squad actually, but I am enjoying these little, like, I'm calling them like Halloween type stitch markers. But the Harry Potter ones are just stunning. Gretel Creates, please go check her out. I will link her, hopefully she has an Instagram as well, and I can link her below the Instagram feed. And I think that's about it. I just wanted to do one more thing. Tristan was so sweet to send a second skein in case I needed it for my So Faded. Oh, if you lick that, you're in trouble. Good girl. Okay, we can do this. Okay, so this is the Dragon Horde yarn. And it's going to be in the Part of Your World color, which is actually discontinued, so this would be your last chance to get it. And can we just talk about those speckles? Do they come prettier? Tristan, it's gorgeous. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for helping me out. So yes, one is mine, one to give away, and I think anyone would be super, super lucky to get this, personally, truly, really, really do. So, thank you, Tristan. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I have those two. And I think that's about everything. Oh, T, don't be rude. Don't be rude. Yeah, all right. So let's just talk about a few things in, Babel. Oh, she's getting down. Yeah, saw that happening. So a few things in Babel. I had been up in Philly for 6 days. So we had the wedding, which was beautiful. I guess you saw that during the mini vlog I put up. I got my hair done, so I now have some balayage thrown in there. Pretty fun. I'm still learning how to figure out, like, my hair texture has changed with the bleach, so now I have to figure out how to style bleached hair. Any tips and tricks down below? I know I need to moisturize more. I know I need to condition more. I'm not used to needing that much, and I very lightly curled it just to get some of that frizz out today. I have recently fallen in love with Maybelline Lip Ink, and the color that I am wearing today is Lover, and it looks, yeah, there it is, Super Stay Matte Ink. It looks like this, and there's the color. I'm absolutely in love with it. My friend got this through Influencer, and she tried it, and then she talked about it and got me into it, so now I'm trying it, and I love it. I actually slept in mine last night, and it was still on my, like, on the top of my lips in the morning. I had slept in it, and it was still there. So this is really, really good. It is now, I don't know what time it is now. I've probably been podcasting for an hour and a half, and it is not budged. I've had it on for at least 2 hours. So it is wonderful. So that was Trina's contribution to me. And then Mary's contribution to me was getting me addicted to things from Lush. So I had never been in Lush. She had given me a bath bomb that I haven't gotten to use yet. I got this cute little shimmer one, and you just like take it out and it just kind of like melts on your hand, and you kind of like put it back in. I got the tin because I needed something to hold it in, but you can see the sparkle. Like, how fun is that? Hey, what are you doing? You being a boo-boo? Yeah, you're being a bug. Don't hurt the ukulele. So it like sparkles and shimmers. Like, you can see how shimmery my hand is. Like, it's incredible. I just want to like rub it all over my shoulders, like my clavicle, for when I'm going out or going somewhere nice. Like, it's just, it smells gorgeous. I am super shimmery afterwards. I love it. I adore it. I cannot say nice things enough about it. I also got a little sample. This is the massage bar. So it's lotion in a bar and you just rub your hands on it. I bought a little container just to put it in because they just wrap it in paper. But I was able to pick up another tin of an Earl Grey, which has like a jasmine and tea smell. Oh my God, amazing. So if you're looking for any recommendations when you walk into Lush, the Yes massage bar smells amazing. The Earl Grey massage bar is amazing, and the shimmery Lush bar smells amazing and is super sparkly. So all those things if you needed anything. I forgot one more thing. So I was kind of like finger on the trigger, so to speak, to get a bag from Slipped Stitch Studios. And why I was because they were doing bags of the companions, and they wanted you to specify which companion you would prefer on your bag so that, you know, if they sold out of one, they could give you your next choice. Well, I'm pretty sure I was like the first or second one to buy a bag. Comes with a handle, so you can just kind of wrist it, which is great. Comes with a drawstring, so you can close it. I got the smaller size because, again, a little pricey, but I really, really wanted it. And I figured the small one would be good. So it has just purple on the inside, and it also has a little pocket for notion-y things, which is nice. And my order was Clara, Rose, Donna, Amy. I was able to get Clara right there, nice and big on my bag. Souffle girl. I like Clara because she looks like me, like finally a brunette, you know? Similar color, similar eye color, like all of that. Like, I could see myself in her. I also got Amy over here, which is gorgeous. And a little bit of All of Time and Space. And then if you flip it, I have River and I have Donna on the bottom, which I just really love being able to see both of them too. I do love River. I didn't realize she was an option, but the one I wanted the most was Clara, and I got her. And this is my favorite episode, the Dalek Asylum. My favorite episode. I love it. So yeah, I did get the bag I wanted. I'm very thrilled. It came with this really cool Weeping Angel piece where one side looks like it's weeping and the other side it looks like it's attacking, which is cool and terrifying all in one. So, weeping, attack. Super cool, super creepy. So that's just been hanging out in my bag with me. Yeah, so I don't know what's gonna go in it yet, but it's a cute little sock size. I do love the fact that it just has a hanging piece here. Like, who wouldn't love that? So, just saying. Yeah, and then my friends came over the last 6 days. We've been doing some knitting. I did lots of yarn dyeing to get caught up on orders. Played with the puppy. Her surgery went great. She's totally fine. Her scar is healing beautifully. She has not picked her stitches. She did have to wear a cone for a bit, poor thing, but she did really well with it. I was so proud. So, you know, I couldn't say better things about T. She's doing great. And yeah, we've just been hanging out and busy here, going different places. I did a paint night, so I did this turtle with my friends because Trine's getting married, so I treated it like a baby bachelorette, like a bridal thing. So I bought her ticket, and yeah, watching lots of Game of Thrones now. Lots of knitting on sweaters, lots of knitting on socks. I was able to knit 3 pairs of socks from Tuesday to the following Thursday morning. So a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, so 7, 8, 9 days. 9 days, 3 pairs of socks. Insane. And then of course the next week I got like nothing done. Nothing done. But you know, you win some, you lose some. And I had a lot of downtime, you know, with like not having to do dyeing and not having to do packing and orders and cleaning and wash and dishes and oh my gosh, I need to cook for 6 people and that kind of thing. But it was wonderful, and I had a great time having them, and I would definitely do it again. So yes, I hope you enjoyed the baby recommendations. If I find any more things that I'm absolutely addicted to, I will be certain to pass them along to you. You know, either for yourself or for wives or girlfriends or best friends, anything. So yeah. Thank you so much for coming in, and I will be doing the giveaways soon. Please check out the Ravelry thread so that you can keep up with all of the chatter there. Put your own pictures in. Georgianne will have the other thread, so lots of chances to win. In the meantime, remember to take it 1 cup at a time, no matter how large that cup may be, and I will see you next week. Bye. Play that song, play that song, play that song, the one that makes me go all night long, the one that makes me think of you, that's all you got to do. Try that again.